Hello everyone, we are here want to explain about our website. The first is about the background. Given the many corruption cases worldwide with uncountable amounts of money and government policies that often spark conflict between the public and the government, this website was created to educate users on how to be good government officials. We also want to show the cause and effect of their decision, so a user can put themselves in the government's shoes. The second is about website name. The website is named corrupt because the public often associate government with corruption. We want to flip that stigma and invite people to understand good governance. The third is about program language. This website built by JavaScript and Python and HTML and CSS as program language. And the last is about our member. Our team is collaboration with 4 people. The first is Fatih Jawad as back-end architecture. The second is Farel Ghazi as front-end engineer. And the third is Shahansyah Naufal as system integration. And the last is Rifda Zarina as narrative design.
Hey everyone, today I would like to present the Corruption Istanbul Government Simulation, a narrative-driven political simulation game designed to educate players about the sales, temptation, and perception of corruption. Instead of simply explaining why corruption is harmful, these applications allow users to experience the pressure, temptation, and downfall firsthand. And for concept and objective, the core objective of this project is to simulate how corruption develops gradually through decision making. The player assumes the role of a public official in the fictional region of Istanbul, where every choice impacts political stability, public perception, and legal risk. The system emphasizes the corruption is rarely a single action, but rather a series of small compromises. Okay, for the next, I want to explain the application flow overview. At the beginning, users are greeted by the splash screen. This screen establishes the tone of the application using dark political aesthetic, thematic quote emphasizing moral guide, a single actions entry system. Conceptually, this represents the player entering a political system rather than simply starting a game. And after the user starting a game, next, user arrives at the guest archive screen. Here player chooses a political scenario, each representing a different background and ethical challenge. Example includes Prime Minister Doctor inheriting political power, a prosecutor struggling between integrity and survival, a populist party leader facing ideological contradictions. These features support replayability and highlight how different starting positions lead to different corruption paths. Okay. Scenario introductions, narrative context. After selecting a case, the user enters the scenario introduction screen. The screen provides character background, political expectations, narrative motivations. Before gameplay begins, players will understand who they are, what they represent, and what risks they face. This step builds emotional engagement before any decision is made. Okay, we're going to main game play loop decisions based simulation. This is the core of the applications. At the top of the screen, they display 3 real-time results. The first, money, financial and operational power. The second, trust public and political credibility. And the last, risk, probability of investigations and arrest. These values are continuously updated based on player decisions. Okay, for the next, narrative design system. Below, the player encounters story-driven dilemmas. Each scenario presents a political situations, offers 2 strategic choices, immediately trigger back-end calculations. The system evaluates consequences using predefined narrative logic and updates the game state dynamically. This creates tensions between short-term gain and long-term survival. And for the ending system, multiple outcomes, the game includes multiple possible endings depending on player behavior. The first, arrest ending busted. Of course, when risk exceeds the critical threshold, the player is legally prosecuted and removed from power. And the second, political collapse, the Fowler scandal. The players avoid jail, but loses political legitimacy and career. And the last, victory ending. The player successfully navigates the system without collapsing financially, legally, or politically. These endings emphasize that corruption does not always end in prison. Sometimes it ends in disgrace, loss of trust, or irreversible damage. And the last, threshold, accountability feature. At every ending, the system displays a threshold. This log records every major decisions made by the player, the exact path leading to the final outcome. This feature reinforces accountability and reflections, allowing players to clearly see how their choices shape the result. Okay, finally, players can reply to some scenario, write a different decision path, or return to the lobby to choose another case. This encourages experimentations and deeper understanding of ethical consequences. Okay, for the conclusions, the Karup is more than a game. It is an interactive political simulation that combines narrative storytelling, psychology pressure, research management, and system-driven consequences. By transforming corruption into an experiential process, we aim to educate users through engagement rather than instructions. Thank you.